Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of I was about to say the NFL coverage. Welcome to another episode of Uncle Strib. Before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget subscriber giveaway. Subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment on any video. You'll be entered for a chance to win $50. $50 on the first and the 15th of every month. That is every month, the first and 15th, you have a shot at winning $50. Make sure there's an email in your YouTube bio, because that's how we reach out, is through email. Secondly, Ivy Fitness, ladies and gentlemen, right here, we got a free 30-day challenge. New Year's special. It's going to be up for the remainder of the month. Okay. So we look right here. Saturday is the last day. All right. So take advantage of that. We've had a handful of downloads. Take advantage of that. Check out other workout programs here. And if you need a personalized workout, fill out contact form and your boy will make a workout for you for your needs. And then while you're here, also, bam, it's connected. Final Form subs. It's that easy. We got protein powders, vegan protein powders. We got, where's my favorite one? It's my favorite one right here. Energy powders. I'm taking some NAD right now. Creatine, of course. Where is it at? This right here, Energy and Focus Sour Gummy Worm, fantastic. That's the pre-workout I'm taking right now. So go ahead and guys, go to finalformsubs.com, finalformsubs.com. Use promo code CoachStrib, all caps, no space, get 10% off your order on supplements. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are better. We have Big Diesel back in the house. Just a regular Uncle Strib. The WNBA season ain't here just yet, but what have you been up to, fam?
Let's see. Went on vacation for New Year's, went to Disney with the
Land or
fam.
world?
World. It was
So
packed.
in Orlando,
Yeah, in Orlando. And
it was
then,
packed.
yeah, it was
Oh, I bet.
crazy. We couldn't
You
get, like the lightning passes and whatever, where you can skip the lines and
yeah.
everything. Pretty
Mm.
much every single ride in every single park was sold out. So we couldn't get any of those. So we had to wait in line for like 2, 3 hours for some rides. It was fucking horrible. And it was hot as hell. I was like, bro. Let's see. Just been studying for the MCAT, going to the gym, and then my new job since I'm not at Shoe Palace anymore. It's been pretty chill.
How's
Good
that going?
money for real.
How is it? How much more? If you don't have to give the number out, but how much more is it?
It's $10 more an hour and
ten
each shift,
dollars more?
yeah.
You making more than what I make as a manager.
Yeah, and my minimum hours is 13 hours. So even if I just work 2 days, minimum checks like 400.
Right.
So that's great. And then really just saving up because I graduate next spring. So gotta move out. And then we'll see what's up from there.
Man. Oh,
I know, right?
what's the goal? Is the like what's your immediate goal upon graduation? Like if everything goes right out of
hmm
graduation, that next like few months, what's the plan?
Um, well, if I get into med school starts in the summer. So pretty much as soon as I graduate, I'd have to move out, go to whatever school I get into, move in there, and then just start like basically because med school starts in July anywhere you go.
Right.
So I only have like what, 2 months? Yeah, 2 months, and then it's right back to it. So that's the like immediate goal, ultimate plan type thing.
And have you been looking at where you're
Yeah,
gonna
all over the country, really. Some places here in Texas, like UT, Houston, Dallas. Now I've been looking at California, New York, North Carolina, Virginia, really everywhere. So,
What
yeah.
what's your if you could make a list of like your top three in terms of areas, so like where they're at, what would be your top three?
California,
California.
yeah. California, New York, probably North Carolina. Yeah.
So wait, what was the second one?
New York.
Ooh, California, New York, or North Carolina.
Why? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Where do you want to go? You
Oh,
just
back home.
moved you just moved 45 minutes away. And first of all, how the hell are you still working at Shoe Palace? You going on the weekends or something?
Well, I got to be on campus. I work the days I got to be on campus during the week. So I'm on campus Tuesday, and then I just go to work after. And then I'm on campus like tomorrow. I have to be on campus for a seminar at 11. It's
Mm-hmm.
from 11 to 12, and so I just work one to close.
Oh, okay.
That's what does, yeah.
That's a lot of gas, man.
Tell me about it. I talked about it on the Darien 615. It's a lot, but it is. But at the same time, I'm still net positive. Like the amount of
Okay.
money I'm making coming to work still is more than what's spending on gas. So it's still net positive. If I was going net negative on gas, you know, I've already done the math on that. But no, if I had to choose, if somebody's like, if I had to choose, I could live, like get a job anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And if back home was an option, because like that's an easy answer, back home. If
Yeah.
it couldn't be Nashville, but it had to be somewhere outside of Texas, it would probably be somewhere in Florida. I don't know where in Florida. That's the tough part. I've been to Jacksonville. Jacksonville's cool. I've been
Mm-hmm.
to like, have I been to Pensacola? I don't know. I've never been to Tampa. I've been to Orlando. I've never been to Miami, but somewhere in Florida. Well, since my career is being a professor, probably like the University of Florida. Like, what is that, Gainesville?
Yeah.
So yeah, maybe the
Yeah.
University of Florida. Um, Outside of Florida, maybe LSU in Louisiana, and then if not, and then maybe UNLV, University of Las Vegas. I've been to Las Vegas. I
Yeah.
love Las Vegas.
Las Vegas is nice. I just don't know, like, if, because I don't want to move from one hot state to another hot state.
Oh, trust me. I
Like,
I the only
hella
places I
hot
want to live,
state.
the only places I want to live are hot. I'm telling
That's crazy.
I've told all my Texas friends. I tell all of them. They're like, "Oh my God, I want to move it." I'm telling you that cold, it gets really old really quick. I'm telling
So
you,
does this heat. This
no, it does
heat
not,
gets hot.
bro. Trust
Yes.
me.
Yes.
No,
No,
no, no,
no,
no.
bro. Like, I'm
Because
tired. No, I'm tired of this heat. It's
no,
just
you're
too
not. You
much.
say that until you get somewhere where it's negative 30 degrees, and then you're like, you know what? The heat wasn't so bad. Because when it's negative 30, your bones hurt. Literally, the wind on your face
Bones hurt.
hurts.
Bones hurt now. So,
No, not when it's hot. And then most of the time you don't work outside, so it's not even really that big of a deal. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, dude. I lived in the Midwest for 5 years. My first winter at the University of Missouri was one of the coldest winters in human history. The wind chill got down to negative 40. Mm-mm. Never again.
oh, shoot,
Never.
it's gonna be like,
Never.
I think this weekend with the wind chill, it's gonna be like -10 or something.
Yeah, I
Uh,
don't know if it'll get that cold out here, but it's supposed to,
well, with the wind chill, I think, or
bro.
like
I doubt it.
close to zero with the wind chill.
And that's the thing. Y'all think zero is cold? I'm telling you, bro.
Nah, man, I'm excited about this going. I'm like, yeah, let's
Bro,
finna get cold. Let's go.
your car won't start up. Like, there's also many problems when it's cold and stuff, bro. you got to put air in your tires because it went from hot to cold. But here's the thing about Texas, though, it still gets cold. Like it'll get in the 30s for sure. We
Yeah.
will rarely we don't we'll rarely get single digits, very rarely, but like it'll still get a little nitpicky out there. Like,
I think
well,
the I think the only time it got cold like that was in 2022
oh,
when we had the
the outage that happened.
yeah. I think that's the only time that like I can physically remember that
Oh,
it
it
got
gets cold every year. It's just not
no, but
cold
not
long.
like that cold. Not
It
like
wasn't even that cold. It was just a lot of snow, and it wasn't for Texas. It was a lot of snow. It really
yeah.
wasn't that much snow.
Yeah, it was nothing. It was gone in like 2 days.
Yeah, like in the Midwest, when it snows in the winter, snows on the ground for weeks, because it never gets warm enough to melt it. Like if you're in the peak winter and you get 6 inches of snow, and the high is still 32, 30, 35 for like the whole week, that's snow's not going nowhere. And actually, sometimes it gets worse because what happens is it'll snow, and then during the day, it might get up to 40. So the ice melt or the snow melts. But then at night, it gets down to like 2. So that slush that melted from the snow and the water, that freezes.
Like
That
black
is what
ice,
gets you. Yeah, that
the black
that's
ice.
that's what it gets you up there. And then they don't close schools for nothing. I mean,
Oh yeah, I know that.
it's got to be insane snow. They don't close schools for nothing.
I know that.
Um, I'm telling you, it's not bad, but I don't mind Vegas. But I don't know if I could live in Vegas though. So that's why I said Vegas is a maybe. But like really anywhere in the SEC, I would love to, or in the South, preferably like a big SEC school would be cool. So like LSU, University of Florida.
Hmm.
I wouldn't mind even like a kind of a small town in University of Alabama because it's a smaller college town. But I don't know because I don't want to live in a state that has state income tax
Yeah,
because
you're
that's
right.
yeah.
You're right.
But that's cool though. Big opportunities. Now you're studying for the what MCAT.
Yeah, the entry exam for medical school.
How is that going? How are you studying? Is there like study materials online that you've been using or?
Yeah, I have books. I have 7 different books, and then with each book, there's a course online. So, depending on how heavy the book is, like the book I have right now, I'm doing behavioral science, so like the brain and everything like that.
Yeah,
That's like a easy 200 pages. So it's not heavy, but
right.
the bio book, the OChem book, 500 pages. I'm like, all right, we doing that online. And then I have 3 practice tests that is like the full length. Um, and I have exactly 9 months to study. Well, I started in November, um, because I'm taking the test in this September.
September.
So yeah. So I have nine more
Time.
months to study. And I have up to 7 attempts to pass.
7.
But yeah, it's 7 attempts. But each time you have to pay. It's like $400.
No, no, no.
So I'm praying to God that I pass that first time because I'm not paying $400 7 times.
Oh no, that's insane.
Yeah.
How often what's the like failure rate or like passing rate? Is it like failed often? Is it like a 60% pass? Like how often do people
It's kind of 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah, it's kind of 50-50, and I think a lot of it's skewed because of how many times you can take it.
Yeah,
But first time tests, it's like 50-50. And then of course the percent goes up each time after that because you're used to it. But but yeah, it's like 50-50. It's just the hardest part. It's kind of like the SAT. Like the higher
Hmm.
the score you have, the more schools you can get into, and the more quote unquote prestigious schools you can get into. But shoot, if you pass the MCAT, any school would take you pretty much.
Yeah.
Because besides probably the bar exam and the nursing exam, it's like the hardest test you can take. So, because you have to know everything from like a cell all the way to literally everything. Every single thing about science you gotta know, and the human body and how it works. So
And
a
then
lot of
what?
information. Huh?
And then what were you? What are you trying to be again? Like your like the end game?
Sports medicine surgeon.
That's right. That's right. I remember sports medicine surgeon. Dang, so you got to be like a surgeon.
Yeah.
You'll be cutting people open.
Oh yeah. Shit don't scare me.
It's crazy. With a lot of ACLs you're gonna have to repair.
ACLs, hips. Shoot. Because I can even go a step further. I can subspecialize if I want to.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I just want to be a sports medicine surgeon that only works on knees, I can do that, but that's like an extra year of training. My training's already going to take like 15 years, including medical school. So I don't know if I want to subspecialize, but we'll see by the time I get there. Yeah, well, money's good, man. Money's good. $500,000 every year.
Shoot, it better be.
Oh
Man,
yeah.
for career, it sucks for careers that like take so long to get to when they don't pay. I'm honest, I'm trying to think of a career that takes 10 plus years to get that doesn't pay well. Like most of them,
Yeah, most of them do. Cause what, you're gonna be a professor of what? Astrophysics? What are you gonna be?
I'll just be a professor, but I'll probably teach physics. I might be able to teach some astro stuff. But here, let's see. What's the average physics professor? Oh, professor salary. Let's do in Texas. Let's get specific. So I know the biggest factor is the school you go to because obviously bigger
Yeah.
universities. Um, so in Texas, the average is 100,000, 120 plus,
Okay.
which again it varies
Based on
heavily
the
depending
school.
on institution, and then also institution, what track you take, if you're going to be tenure tracked, if you're fixed track, future track, if you're purely a lecturer. I mean it's
Yeah, it varies a lot.
varies, but yeah, it says entry level is like 84, which sounds about right. Like fresh out of grad school, like very little experience in terms of like professional experience is about 80, 85 sounds about right.
That's not bad. Like fresh out of grad school, that's not bad at all.
Yeah. And if you could be like high level, I mean, some people made 300 plus thousand at the
Mm-hmm.
high level. But we shall see. I thought about, so I have plans. I've said this a few times, but I'm giving myself 5 years, which I'm giving myself 5 years. If I can't get into my career after 5 years, I'm gonna go to the firefighter academy. I'm gonna be a firefighter. I thought about being an EMT, but they don't make shit. They make like $14 an hour.
Yeah, and they don't make shit and you work like 48-hour
Yeah,
shifts.
crazy hours. But my goal is my fallback, which I should, because I have things set up now. I should be able to I should be fine in my getting in my career. But
Mm-hmm.
let's say life happens, and then 5 years later, I'm still just working at Shoe Palace or like trying to get like apply for jobs and nothing's going. Then I'm just gonna um go to police firefighter academy to be a firefighter.
So did you move down to Austin because you're a girl, or is because you're also trying to work at UT?
Both. Well, I'm not necessarily trying to work at UT, because I was talking about this on the Garden 615. We did one today, but I actually just finished putting in a proposal for some funding in NASA. And so if we get accepted, then I'll be funded as a postdoc for 3 years. So I kind of have like an intermediate job.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I should be able to like get in somewhere at a university after that. Because usually it goes grad school, postdoc, then professorship. That's usually the route that's taken. But if I'm hoping I get it because it's work I can do completely remote. So I just work from home
That's
five
nice.
5 days a week, full salary, 5 days a week, um, full remote. I might go to because it'll be through UTSA.
Mm-hmm.
So I might have to go on campus at the most once a week, maybe once a month. Like I only need to go there when I need to. So yeah, it'd be like an ideal situation to be in, fully remote, because I just been, bro, I've been working, dude.
Dude, I believe it. Every time well, when I used to work at Shoe Palace, I swear, every time it's new business, new trying to sell some, like, you
Yeah,
is
bro.
hustling. Like,
Guys
bro,
to, bro. Guys
don't
to.
you ever get tired?
No.
Oh, I forgot you're cracked out on energy, caffeine, and Zen.
Yeah, and I mean, shoot, we making bread, bro. Never get tired of making bread. Now, I'll say I'm ready to have my weekends back. I'll tell you that.
Oh, yeah. Well, shoot. I had my weekends back for a little bit, and then now because this semester started up again, my manager's only scheduling me on the weekends. So my weekends are like shot because I work the full 12 hours. So like in 2 weeks, the 7th and the 8th, I'm
Uh,
working 7:30 to 7, and then Sunday I'm working 8 to 5 or 8 to 6, I think. So like that's a normal 9-hour day because Sundays we ain't open for crap. But like before the semester started, shoot, I'd be working including training. Like if I had to go to training before my actual shift, be like 13, 14 hours a day, 4 days a week.
yeah.
So, but I mean that first check was amazing, like almost a
I
grand.
I bet it was compared to the Shoe Palace
Oh man,
stuff.
my shoe palace checks. I hated working there. Not gonna lie, it got like so bad. I was like, bro, it's not worth it wasn't worth all that stress just be selling some clothes and shoes. I'm like, come on now. Like,
Yeah, the retention, like shoe retail, I don't know about retail as a whole, but shoe retail, the retention is so tough. Like keeping employees. One, pay's not very good. When I started, it was 8.25. Then it went up to like $9. Now it's 10. And
yeah, good. Yeah.
we're probably not getting a raise this year because I think this is uh yeah, we're probably not getting a raise this year. And here's what I was thinking that they could do. Here's what I think they should do in terms of retention of employees. Um, I think they should have raises. I think should have raises for individual people. It should be milestones. So I don't
Yeah.
know how you do it, but like let's say you start off at 9 or whatever. And I don't know if you do it by if you every like if you make it 6 months, you get moved up to the 10. Like doing something like that to get people to stay longer to get that pay. So that way you reward the employees that are staying doing their job. And then, let's say you get to a year or 2 years, you move up to 11 or 12, whatever it is. To that way people are willing to stay longer, especially people that
Hmm.
want to stay in here for the long run. They're like, there's no way. you could be working at Shoe Palace for 20 years and your pay has only gone up
Like,
$5 over 20 or
yeah.
$6 or even
Or
$10 over 20.
even like how they do it with servers. Like servers don't get paid crap, but they make all the money off tips. So it's like I would have even been straight if pay hourly pay was like 8.25, like $9, but we got commission.
See, here's the problem. I did the math on that. It's about the same.
It is?
If you lower the hourly rate and you add commission, it ends up evening out to about the same amount.
Damn.
And then
That sucks.
what also sucks about that is on times of the year like now where it's super slow because the holidays
Mm-hmm.
are over, that commission is not going to be as thick.
Hi.
Now, what they could do, or what you could do, is keep the hourly rate the same and just add like a small 1 or 2% commission.
Yeah. Because
Or,
especially like on like holidays, release days,
yeah,
like that's when y'all can make bank for sure. And it would give people more incentive to actually want to sell,
yeah,
especially like on even days that are slow. It's like anyone that comes in, that could
it's
be
like
extra money.
every sale counts.
Literally.
Yeah. Or I was talking to Paul about it'd be cool if they did it by like they did it, the pay was in ranges by your total sales. So when you
Mm-hmm.
first start, since you're a newbie, let's just say it's $9 or $10 or whatever. And when you get to a certain benchmark and sell, like for a part-timer, let's say, part-timers don't usually work that much. So let's say that first number is lower. Let's say when you get to like 50,000 in sales, then you get moved up to 10. And then to get to from 10, if you want to get, let's say the next is a $12 an hour. To get $12 an hour, you need to hit $250,000 in sales. I think that would incentivize people the most. One, to stay. Two, to want to work. Because the more you work, the more you sell, the more you'll make. And then once you get to the point where you got like $250,000 sales, you're making 12 an hour. Now it's like, okay, I feel like it, like you set a goal to like, I got to get 250,000. So now you got people really going after sales. And then you get $12 an hour. Let's say the next one is 500. Let's say it's a half a mil in sales total, not for like the period, but just total sales. You get
Mm-hmm.
the half a mil, bam, you're at 14 hour. You see what I'm saying? And then you
Yeah.
can raise
Like
it.
build up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like when I remember when I was there, they was always bitching and moaning about conversion down and this and that. It was like, bro, cause we don't got nothing to work for. It's like person comes in, if you work there long enough, you can tell who's kind of shopping or who's just window shopping. And it's like even like we ain't gonna try to push them into some that they ain't gonna buy, or if they do buy, they're gonna return. It was like we literally had nothing to work for, even on slow days. Like we literally did not care at
Yeah,
all.
you got to be self motivated.
Yeah.
You got to be self motivated. I know that's like what drives me is just I set goals for myself. I don't make any commission off of it, but like my goal this year was half a million sales, and I did half a million sales. But like that was me setting my own goal, and like every week checking the KPI, and I'm like, okay, bet I did 12K this week for the month. This month I did 50, whatever. And then also I'm just competitive, so I said that for myself. And
Hmm.
my every month they send out an email saying, um, listen like the top 50 store managers, assistant managers, sales leads, and part timers. And my goal is to be in that top 50 report every month. Every
Damn.
month.
You probably is knowing you.
I Yeah, they didn't send them out every month, but I literally saved the because it's like a image, it's like a picture or whatever.
Hmm.
I have it saved, and out of 12 months, I was in the top 50, I think 10 out of 12. And the 2 months I wasn't is when I was out of town for a week.
Oh yeah.
So the months I did go out of town, I stayed in town all and worked all month, I was in the top 25 or top 50.
Of course. Of course. Of course.
And I have on good authority that I might make the top 50 in the company for the year. We'll
Ooh,
see
okay, okay.
because the fiscal year ends
Next
next
month, right?
Saturday. Yeah, it ends the
The
31st.
31st?
So I still got this weekend, next weekend, and then it'll close. And then I guess they'll announce it or something, but we'll see.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
We'll see. So I got a question.
Yeah, what's up?
You're one of the very early clients of the new IB Fitness Train. How's your how's your training stuff been going? So I'm gonna pull your first of all, you don't log your weights, man.
Yeah, I know because I keep track myself, man. I know what I can do in
But
there.
I can't see it.
Okay, fine. What am I on?
I'm
Stage
gonna,
3
I'm gonna
right
pull it
now?
up right now. I'm gonna pull up where you at. Right here.
Okay, well, I know I'm on week 5 right now.
Of phase 3 or 4.
3. 3.
Okay, bet. Yeah, you've put one day. This yeah. So I don't know what you're doing.
Because I keep track on my own thing
No, that's cool.
because
I'm
I see
saying
it on my phone.
you can just fill it out. Like once you fill it out once, then you just leave it. But I don't know what this
Yeah.
other. I don't know what you're doing.
Okay. But where the fuck is my camera? Okay. What exercise you looking at right now?
Phase 3.
Yeah.
I'm looking at all of it.
Oh. Well, I know on shrugs, I'm on, what am I, 100, 105?
You don't even got
Like
it on there.
100, 105.
Well,
And then, I forget, camera keeps moving in and out.
hmm
Mm,
but how's it been going?
I've been going good. Um, I'm def getting stronger like day by day. And for stuff that I didn't even know like that I would be good at.
Like
Like
what?
like shrugs. I was like, no way. Cause I put on a 10 on the bar. I was like, this is way too easy. I'll put on 95 or like, 25s. I was like, bro, how is this so easy? And then of course legs and glutes, all that's easy. But then curls, like all the bicep stuff you had me doing, I could definitely tell that like each phase, or pretty much if it wasn't every week, it was every other week, I was able to go up in weight
Yeah.
with curls and everything. Getting, I think it's just because I'm small. Ooh, just because I'm small, my definitions getting there, core great, better balance. Yeah, I like it though. It's very organized, so thank you for that. And it's easy to like keep track of. Because I switch, in a couple weeks to phase 4. All I gotta do is do the whole workout for, my 4 days, and then I got that memorized. Or if I
Yeah.
get, yeah. So it's really organized and it's like full body, like I told you and everything. It's always good. Real good on how you, what's it called? Progress it.
Yeah, it should be lit. I switched mine up a little bit because logistically, like the way my schedules worked, going to a gym was kind of like super inconvenient. Like first
Mm-hmm.
of all, finding a new gym shopping, and
Yeah.
then I don't really live close to anything because I'm South Austin.
Damn.
So like the closest, I mean, it's not far. The closest Golds is like a 20-minute drive, but it's right off I-35. So depending what time I go, the traffic's terrible because there's construction right there.
Yeah.
Um, what I did is my plan was to so I'm switching it up. So normally I focus more powerlifting. So I do like squat, bench, deadlift, and I strength train. So like the most reps I'll do on squat, bench, or deadlift is 5, but normally I do anywhere from like 3 to 1, depending on like where I'm at in the season. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna take a break from powerlifting. I'm gonna go more bodybuilding type of like high volume. But I'm doing it in the apartment gym. The apartment gym here is decent. So it's mostly dumbbell stuff. But it's like 5 sets of 10 on everything. So it's high volume. And because of that, I just walk to the gym, walk back. Since I work at home, I don't have to worry about like going to a gym. I don't have to get up so early to like make up for like the driving there and back. And it's been working. It's 5 days a week right now. It's been working pretty well. And I'm actually doing a I'm doing a video on it because this is the first time I've really focused on high volume,
Mhm.
working like a lot of individual muscle groups because dumbbells is kind of like isolatory,
Yeah.
sort of. I'm still doing like dumbbell bench press, so it's working multiple muscle groups. But like I'm
Muscles,
doing
yeah.
single arm dumbbell row to work this single lat right here, the other
Hmm.
one. But I'm interested to see how it goes because I'm gonna basically take a whole year off from squat, benching, or deadlifting to
You'll
see
actually
how
be
that works.
surprised. You'll probably still maintain probably your same weight on all three of those, give or take 5 or 10 pounds.
It's gonna be more than that. A year off,
A year off? I
because
don't
remember,
know. But like no, but like you'll be surprised because you're still cause before I met you, like I only really did um what's it called? Like bodybuilding workouts because of my mom. And I would always work out with my mom. It would always be a high volume, really only dumbbells, only squats, deadlifts, bench if we needed to. And then my dad introduced me to powerlifting, but honestly, I get kind of bored with powerlifting because
not
it's
me.
like I get strong, but then I'm like, it's the same stuff all the time. I think the only thing that I get like excited about probably is deadlifting. Deadlifting and RDLs. Squats, like I used to like squats, but now I'm like kind of get old. Unless
Yeah.
I'm like using the hack squat. Okay, they updated our gym. Like they're doing renovations now. So
Mhm.
now there's like different styles of hack squat machines and I can finally fit on them because the
Yeah.
setting goes all the way down.
About time.
Yeah, I know I'm short. I'm short. But um yeah, you'll like lifting like a bodybuilder. It's kind of fun, honestly. 'Cause the high reps, you get like more stamina in your muscles and you can still work multiple muscle groups if need be.
Yeah. It's been fine so far. I definitely still prefer the I'll say my workouts they're a mix of both because I just focus strength training and powerlifting on the squat bench deadlift, but then all my other lifts were kind of bodybuilding because they're like high of 5 sets of 10 on stuff.
Hmm.
But this is the start of my third week. No, this is the start of my
How
second week.
how many weeks are you doing?
The whole year until December.
Oh, just training like a bodybuilder, pretty much. Well, are you bulking or are you cutting?
I don't bulk or cut.
You just maintain?
Uh-uh. I
Yeah.
I just I'm trying to gain weight, but I try to keep it lean. So I don't bulk. I don't gain a lot of weight at once. I like slowly gain weight over time. I'm just trying to add lean weight.
Oh wait, but when you went on the carnivore diet, you lost weight, right?
Yeah, I was doing that to do the carnivore diet.
Oh,
I
just
wanted
to
to see,
see.
yeah, I wanted to see how lean I could get. And I lost too much weight for me.
Well, yeah. Yeah, because right now I'm technically leaning out. Because I've already lost from the time I started when you put me on to the workouts and it was like powerlifting at first. So
Yeah.
from the time I started, I got all the way up to 130. because I put on a lot of muscle fast. And then for me, it's, mainly in my legs and everything. And then once I started to cut, once I started to cut, I've already lost 10 pounds in like 3 months. So now I'm 115. I was 125 and now I'm 115.
Mhm.
Um, but like the beginning of the year I started to cut and just maintain like my normal calories, just kind of keeping track as I go on, trying to cut back on trying to cut back on some of the fast food, but I mean school sometimes gets in the way and work and it's just like you
Yeah, it's
forget a
tough.
meal prep and it's like crap, let me just pick something up right quick. But yeah, it's going pretty good right now.
That's good. That's good. And I'm not weighing myself at all this year. Because when I started the carnivore, that was the beginning of last year. I started in January
Yeah.
and I was gonna do it for 2 months. I did a video on it. I was gonna do it for I don't remember if I posted the video or not actually, because
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did because I think I when I was recording the content, I like messed up and skipped a bunch of days or something. Or no, I had videos, but I lost them, so I didn't have the videos to actually finish it. But
Uh,
um, I was doing the carnivore diet. I want to do it for two months to see how it go. But
I
I
thought you
in the
only did it for 4 weeks.
yeah, so I was gonna do it for 2 months, and like in the video, I'm doing it for 2 months. But if I started to lose I was gonna do it as long as my strength didn't start to go down too bad. So the
Hmm.
first couple weeks I was doing it, cool. I got to week 4, and that's when I noticed like the weight I was normally doing in the gym was like getting hard, and I was struggling. I had to like drop in weight, and then I went from 210 to 195 in 4 weeks. I was
Dang.
lean. I was leaning out crazy because I was already like lean. I was leaning out more, and then but when I was losing the weight, I was fine with losing the weight. I didn't want to lose my strength. So I got to week 4. I don't remember what I was doing on bench or deadlift, but I remember putting weight on the bar that I normally do all the time, easy peasy lemon squeeze me. And I could barely get through the sets. And I was like, and I just felt weaker. And I was like,
Time to stop.
yeah, I was like, this time to stop. So then I only did 4 weeks, but I went in 4 weeks from 210 to 195. And then I got back on my regular stuff because I wanted to get to 230 by December. So January, my goal is to get to 230. And then for some reason, I was like, hey, let me try this carnivore diet. I know I'm going to lose a bunch of weight. So I went down to 195. And then from there, when I started back my normal caloric, I went up, I got to 225 by December.
I thought you did get to 230.
No, almost. I think I
Well,
I
no, I think you showed me one time that you got to like 227 or something like that.
yeah, I
Cause you
think
was like right there, you told
I
me.
yeah, I got up to like 228, but it was for like a day, so I didn't count it. But like I was consistently
At
225.
225.
Yeah, consistently. Yeah. So I don't know what I'm at now. I'm still I feel like if I weighed in now, I'd probably be at maybe 219, 220. I'd probably be still there because I look about as lean as I was at 225, but I just know because I haven't been lifting the weights I've been lifting. Like on a normal deadlift day, I'm pulling 500 for reps.
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Wait, you just posted, what was it, in December, November that you did 5? What'd you do? It was like a PR you had. You
the deadlift,
sent it to me. Yeah, deadlift.
585.
Yeah, I was like, bro, that's wild.
Yeah, so on a normal day, I'm doing 510 for two or three. So like I know since I'm not lifting like that, I know I've lost a little bit of muscle mass. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I still feel like I'm probably at the minimum I'm 215, but I don't think I'm that light. but I'm not
I
going to
know
weigh myself for a full year. And at the end of the year, when I'm done, I'm going to weigh myself to see what I weigh.
I know I'd asked you this before when I worked at Shoe Palace, but have you ever thought about like competing as a power lifter or as a bodybuilder?
2028.
Oh, for real? Which one?
I don't know. They haven't got that far, but I just know. Um, so the goal is uh, to do this powerlifting stuff, and the goal is to like, you know, the goal is to like get to the get bigger. If that means, you know how like powerlifting, the difference between powerlifting and like bodybuilding,
Body
the
types, yeah.
hypertrophy. So the
Uh-huh.
goal is to see if I can like swell up and look bigger, even though I might be quote unquote weaker.
Mm-hmm.
But do this for a year. 2027, I'm going back to the powerlifting, and I'm gonna try to go back to match my PRs from the year last from 2025. Match my PRs. So see if I can get back up to 600 squat, back up to 585 deadlift, and then back up to 380, 385 on bench for 2027. And then 2028, my goal is to join a powerlifting gym and then try to go past match the PRs, try to go past that. So the goal is 405 on bench, 610 on squat, and 600 on deadlift. And if I can get close to those numbers, I'm confident in
And
terms of
competing.
competing. Yeah, powerlifting. So goals to start competing in 2028.
Yeah, I guess now that I think about it, now that you laid it out like that you'd probably be more of a power lifter.
Yeah.
Partly because you're a football background, and then like, because I remember bodybuilding and seeing pictures from my mom when she bodybuilded, my aunt when she bodybuilded, and then just bodybuilders in general. If you don't do just like the normal physique, those bodybuilders are so freaking lean. And knowing you, I don't know if you'd want to get that lean.
No, I'd have to lose so much weight to get that lean too. And that's part of the problem.
You
I
would
don't want
look,
to
you
lose
would
the
look
weight.
like death if you lost all that weight.
Yeah. And I'm also not willing to get on stuff to do it either. So I feel like I have a better chance competing and powerlifting.
Powerlifting, yeah.
Um, because I'll like look up powerlifting competitions and look at like the weight classes and like the numbers they're moving, and I'm like confident I could. I'm not saying I win anything, but I'm confident I could like be competitive
Like hang
as
in
is
there.
without taking anything versus bodybuilding. It's a whole different lifestyle, dude. Like you like up to competitions, you got to cut carbs out, you got to cut sugars completely out,
Yeah,
and then you got to
you have to
dehydrate.
dehydrate yourself.
Oh, I'm not willing to do all that. That's insane to me.
Yeah, it
But
is a different lifestyle for sure. Because the people that do it religiously, I'm like, because I've thought about it, just like natural, like figure competition.
yeah,
But then I'm like, no, I can't do it. And just the eating part of it, the keeping up with everything on top of my job, school. I don't
yeah.
think I'd be able to make it. I'd be too tired all the time. I would feel weak. But it has been on my mind lately, just because I've gotten back in the gym and finally back to lifting, even though it took me 2 years to get my body used to it because of my condition.
Yeah.
But as long as I just keep it up, I'll be straight.
Oh, yeah. It's a for sure different lifestyle. And then like when the people go to the stage for that stuff, that they have to like go into a season versus the powerlifting, I can just stay like that all year. You know what I'm saying? Like year long.
Yeah.
Like the in terms of like the shape. But yeah. Yeah. Are you keeping up with the are you keeping up with NBA at all?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Or what do you think? What's your early take so far?
Early take is I think the Thunder are starting to lose their showmanship, as in like, where they were at the beginning of the season, talking about how they can beat the Chicago Bulls and everything back in the day. My Spurs are looking good, even though we freaking blew a lead to Houston, god damn it. But they actually surprised me. I did not know we was gonna be this good this year.
I don't think anybody
Uh,
did.
Detroit's playing well. Giannis needs to get traded, man. Giannis needs to leave. The Bucks are crap this year. Absolute crap. And then I don't know. I feel like the season kind of been weird this year into terms of like who's been good and then who's been trash and all that stuff. And then the All-Star break's coming up, so I'm gonna see. That's gonna be interesting because like it's the first time they're gonna do
American
as
versus Euro, right?
yeah, America versus world or whatever.
Yeah.
As for like the legit stars, because they did do it, but with all like the rookies and the sophomores. But
Yeah.
this is the first time they're gonna do it as an all-star game. Not gonna lie, I think it could go one of two ways. I think it can be kind of competitive, or my opinion, I think the world team has a little bit more talent than the USA team.
Let me look up the starters real quick. I know the reserves get announced February 1st.
But it's like why are the starters announced as two as like USA and World? Because Wemby, Luca, Shea, Steph, and Jokic are starters. Steph's the only American player. Everyone else is foreign. So why didn't they just do Euro or World starters versus USA starters like that? But they put all them combined.
Is that is that the team or are they just announcing the starters?
They're just announcing the starters, but it's confirmed that it's USA versus World. So that's why I'm saying, why do they have the World like the starting five as for like this is who's gonna play?
Hmm, I don't know. I thought that they were gonna do it different.
They've been kind of hush hush. I mean, All-Star breaks in like 3 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna do this. Well, first of all, who is a point guard
For
that
who?
is foreign that's gonna be the all-star?
Luca?
Okay, besides Luca.
Shea?
No, but that's what I'm saying. Luca, Shea, Wembanyama, Nikola Jokic. Who's the fifth that you put in there to take out Steph Curry if he was gonna go for the American team? Is what I'm saying.
Who's
You see what I'm saying?
yeah, I know who you're
Steph
saying.
might be in there because of just the lack of non-American born people to
Yeah,
choose
you're
from.
right. Who I'm trying to think. I know there has to be a point guard that's not American born.
There is, but all-star level is the question. Exactly.
Man, yeah, okay, maybe you're right. Maybe that's why they do have Steph. That would actually make sense.
Yeah, because the other guy's Jalen Brunson, but he's on the well, right here, they have it set up like East, like the starters from the East and the starters from the West. So the starters for obviously pulls back up. So the East is Giannis, Jalen Brunson, Tyrese Maxey, Kate Cunningham, Jalen Brown. In the West is Steph, Luca, Nikola Jokic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, on the East, they're all American except Giannis.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I think I don't know if this is listed as in like the that Steph is gonna be on the your world team, or is they're just saying Steph is a starter for the these are the West starters, these are the East starters, but the teams when they play might not be East and West. You see what I'm saying? They're just
Yeah, no,
announcing,
I see what you're saying, but that's why I didn't get is like if they're doing USA versus World, why didn't they announce USA starters
and then world
and
starters.
World starters? Why did they do East starters and West
I think
starters?
for accolades, they have to do it like this, for like accolade purposes, if that makes sense.
Mm, yeah, that does make
Because
sense.
it wouldn't it
Yeah,
yeah. Otherwise, you would have guys that are first that are all-star starters that wouldn't be starting just because of how they have it set up. So they do it like
that's true.
this to be like, okay, you this is an all-star starter, this is an all-star starter kind of thing.
So
I
let
don't
me
know.
ask
All I
you,
know is LeBron better make the reserve team or I'm be so upset.
I was just about to ask that. How do you feel about, okay, how do you feel about LeBron's season? Like, I know he's still putting up pretty decent numbers, but how do you feel
Pretty
about him
decent.
saying that? I know, like, for, like,
He's
I
putting up
mean,
great numbers.
yeah, okay, yes. For his age and him saying that he's is unsure from every back to back for the rest of the season. But then again, like he just played back to back a couple weeks ago. But I noticed that they were kind of crappy teams. It was like they played the Kings and like the Hornets. And in
Yeah,
back to back.
I think you're looking into it a little too deep. And that when that press conference when that interview or whatever when they asked him, he I think he's just joshing. I don't think
Just
he was
bullshitting.
joking, but he was just like, yeah, I'm 41. Every back to back is going to be a game time decision, or it's going to be, game time decision. So I don't think he was saying that he doesn't want to play, but he's just saying at my age, it's going to be game time decision. But like you said, he played. I think he's played seven straight, like three, like he played 5 games in 7 days. I saw a thing where he's played 5 games in 7 days, and he's averaging like 27 points per game in that run. But yeah, he's just saying I'm 41. So I'm not. I don't think he's saying that he's not going to play back to backs, but he's just saying I'm probably going to be a game time decision because I'm 41 years old.
True. You think this is last year? Or you think he can squeeze one more out?
I know he can squeeze one more out. I mean, I don't know. We've been talking about
This
LeBron if
forever.
this is last season for like the past 5 years.
Exactly.
Can he play another year? The way he's playing now, absolutely. He should be an all-star reserve. 100%. It's just gonna be up to him mentally if he wants to play next year or not. He definitely can. I mean, he's averaging 23 points per game, and then and that's he's averaging 23. I think he'll finish 25 plus because he started the season coming off the injury. He started the season off like 12, 14, 17 points. But if you look at like the past, once he's gotten in the past like 20 games, he's averaging 27, 28 points per game.
Yeah, I just saw what you put up on your story a couple of days ago. Or was it yesterday? I don't remember. But honestly, to be fair, I think maybe because they're what, fourth, third
Fifth.
right now?
They're fifth right now.
They're fifth. I think maybe his decision will be on,
How well they do in the playoffs.
yeah, in the playoffs. And if they, because if they're fifth right now, they're two spots away from the play-in. Um, um, they're two spots away from the play-in, so it's like, I don't know, honestly.
We'll see.
Yeah.
He's
How,
having one hell of a 23rd year.
how do you feel about Shea and all this shit that's going on with him? And did
What do
you
you
see
mean?
that they are refereeing Oklahoma a little bit differently after what the Minnesota coach got called out and then That missed call they had when they played the Rockets. How do you
Uh,
feel all about like the Oklahoma and just Shea kind of drama?
there's no drama. It's media and fans hyping stuff up. They're the team to beat. They're the champs. He's reigning MVP. They're looking to back. Young team, well coached, still number one, still at the top, best record overall, first in the West. So when you got a team like that, I think people are going to nitpick about calls, this, that, and the third. You look at every team. Every team gets calls. There's missed calls every game.
Okay, but did you see the Rockets missed call they had when they played the Rockets the other day? The clear backcourt violation in front of the ref that did not get called.
Refs make mistakes.
But that he was
I
like
I
3 steps
I
across half court.
I will never, ever, ever use refs as an excuse for a team to be successful or not. Never. Because refs, they're human. They're not perfect. Now, is it clear? Sure, yes. Now, what needs to happen is they need to start holding these refs accountable. Is what they need to start doing. The reason why
True.
it's like this, it feels like refs might be giving favoritism, is that, and the third. Part of it is because they need to be held accountable publicly. I don't know what kind of accountability system they have behind closed doors, but if they hold them accountable publicly, a lot of this BS that people are talking about, a lot of that goes away. If after the games, the refs had that also be a part of press conferences, and if there's a bad call, they're getting questioned about it, they're being pressured about it from the media and the reporters, they need to be held accountable publicly. They need to be questioned publicly. That's what needs to happen. But as far as a player getting a call or a ref missing a call and it helps the team win, we see it in football all the time. We
True.
see it. When the Chiefs were the team to beat, what were they
Oh
talking
my
about? Oh
God,
my God,
swear.
Chiefs get the calls. Chiefs still getting these suspect calls, but because they didn't make the playoffs, nobody's saying a word. Who's getting it now? We look at Buffalo Bills. When Buffalo Bills were a dominant team, oh my God, they get the because technically, Josh Allen, since entering the league, has had more calls go his way on like pass interference, stuff like that, than Patrick Mahomes. But now that the Bucks, they got eliminated, and the Bucks were not looking like the Bucks we've seen before. Nobody's saying a word about it. So I think it's all about when teams are playing well and a call goes their way that probably shouldn't. I think it gets exacerbated. It gets amplified because people want to look at, oh yeah, they're only good. They've only lost 8 games because the refs. No, no, no. They might have that one game might have made the difference. Who knows? They turn the ball over. Houston still got to still got to shoot the ball. We don't know if they miss or make it. This and the third.
Mm-hmm.
But no, mm-mm. I can't use I can't use the refs as an excuse
Just had
because
to ask.
nobody's gonna say anything when a call doesn't go their way, are they? Nobody says a word if a call goes against OKC that they should have got. Everybody's quiet. I can't move the goalpost when it comes to the refing thing. I can't.
Yeah, I see your point. I see
Now,
your point.
it just like remember that documentary that Netflix had about that ref that was a part of the gambling stuff? That
Mm-hmm.
might, that definitely hurt the league. A lot of, it hurt the league's image and their trust in the league. Could it be happening again? Maybe. But I would like to believe that these refs are making mistakes and not calling clear calls because they're making mistakes and not because the players and the refs are in on it together. I can't believe that. Because if that was the case, I'm not sports betting no more. But I've been winning. So I don't want
Yes,
to believe
you
that
have.
that's
I
true.
see that crap. Bro, did you see the game yesterday or see highlights or been
Which
heard
one?
about it? The Knicks versus the Nets?
No, I didn't see that one. I watched my God, I watched another one. I forgot what gun it was.
Well, anyways, did you see the final score of that game?
Mm-mm.
The Nets only scored 66 points.
What was the final score? Like the total final score?
120 to 66.
Hey man, every dog has its day.
No, but as professionals, how do you only score 66 points in in a game, bro? Like
It
how?
it happens. It happens, bro. Was it a road game for them?
Yeah, they were in New York, or well, they both in New York, but they was in
Oh yeah.
MSG.
Oh yeah, I guess that doesn't matter. It be like that sometimes. Well, you said the
But
Nets scored or is Knicks?
it was Knicks versus Nets.
This was yesterday?
Yeah, or 2 days ago, wherever the hell it
Oh,
was.
the Nets scored 66. Yeah, the
Yeah, I
Nets
said the
are
Nets.
they're like the second worst. They're like at the bottom five of the league.
I
They've only
know, but yeah, you can still put up more than 66.
it's the Nets, bro. I'm not surprised. It'd be like that sometimes. Can you name me three players on the Nets besides Michael Porter Jr.?
Was it Claxton still on there? Cam Thomas.
Where's yeah, Michael Porter
Noah
scored
who?
12. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah.
it is what
Okay,
it is.
okay, well, yeah, they is.
It's the Nets.
Yeah.
They're 13th in the West. They have 12 wins on the season. It happens.
Shit.
Sometimes you show up and play your B game when you're a bottom five team, and the other team shows up and plays their A game, and that's what happens. You lose by 40.
That's crazy though.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Nets. They got to figure it out though.
Well, because all they got really is Michael Porter Jr. and Claxton for like legit scoring, but then again, they couldn't figure it out with KD, James, and Kevin. Or Jade, blah, 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 KD, James, and Kyrie.
Yeah,
So it's like maybe it's just an organization thing, not really a coaching. Maybe it's more like higher up.
I mean, when you
Because
have
I mean,
a
you can't be. They were decent like just a couple years ago,
were
and
they
now they're horrible.
were they decent? Yeah, let me
I can
see.
remember how long ago it was.
Yeah, I'm trying to look up their stuff by year. Um, because I mean, honestly, when you have an organization that's not really competitive for years after year after year after year after year, it usually is an organization thing.
Because the Pistons were ass, what, 2 years ago? And now they're first in the East. And they had a great season last year. And then, I mean, there was 2 years ago, the Pistons fan base was literally chanting sell the team at their games.
You know,
It was so bad and us and the Pistons were horrible. But yeah, we could still beat the Pistons even at our worst. So it's like, but the Pistons literally had that turnaround in 2 years, technically a year, because once Cade came back, they were straight. And this year they really got to figure it out. But then again, kind of the East is kind of crap again because JT hurt, the Bucks are ass, the Knicks are off and on, the Cavs are off and on.
Knicks, I would say Knicks are off and on,
They just lost four in a row. The
and
second
there's
time, second time this month they've lost four in a row.
and they're still third.
Well, it's because the East is the East.
I don't know about it. You got Pistons, Celtics. I mean, even the Raptors. Like, I don't know about that one.
Yeah, the Raptors. Mm.
No, those teams are solid. The Brooklyn Nets haven't made the playoffs in 3 years. In 2022, they won 45 games. And the year before they won 44, then they won 48.
Because I
Each
think
one
that's when they still had KD. Or they had
lost.
KD in 20 something. I forgot.
They no, the last season with KD, they lost in the first round. The year after that, they lost in the first round. In 2020, when Kyrie was still there, they lost in the conference semis. Then first round loss. Then 3 years, no playoffs. First round loss, semis, conference semi loss. Then lost in the what is this? Lost in the first round, and then one, two, three, four, five, no playoffs. So I mean, they've been like on average semi-competitive. Like they'll go on a run and make the playoffs 3 to 5 years in a row, and then after that, not make the playoffs 3 to 5 years, and it's like on and off.
Yeah, so maybe it is. Wait, the Nets? Yeah, maybe it is
Yeah,
an organization team because they literally had the big three. They couldn't do. They made the playoffs, but they couldn't really. They still struggled with some teams, like 5 games, 6 games, seven
yeah,
games. So, and then Steve Nash. It was hard to say how he was as a coach because he only coached like 2 seasons, I think.
yeah,
So it really has to be most likely an organization thing because you can't just be like mediocre and then ass and then mediocre and then like there's got to be some sort of uphill to where you reach your peak, stay there for a couple years, come back down, plateau, go back up. Like it's got to be some like that. You can't. But I guess every organization, like big organization, NFL, NBA, you always gotta have the team that's just always gonna be ass. Or a
yeah,
couple of teams.
pretty much, pretty much. All right, last thing.
Yeah.
What is? I'll ask you this. What are 3 things that you are focused on for 2026 that you're really putting your energy to and really going to focus on for 2026?
Well, obviously, passing my MCAT in
Mm-hmm.
September. Getting my GPA back. 'Cause my GPA's been kind of ass these last couple of semesters. So getting my GPA back up. Honestly, I don't know what else.
I know there's some. I know there's something else. Dig deep.
I'm digging deep. I'm digging deep, man. Ooh, I know. So, because I got this new job now and it pays amazing compared to Shoe Palace and everything, trying to, by the end of the year,
Mm-hmm.
the goal is to try to get my savings up to 10K.
There you go.
Because right now I'm at 3,100. So that's the end goal at least by the end of this year, December 31st, 10K in the savings.
There you go. That's 2?
Huh?
Was that your second one?
No, that was my third one.
What was the second one?
Second one was getting my GPA back up. 'Cause right now I think I'm at a like 2.8. Need to at least try to get back to a 3.1,
3.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So MCAT,
MCAT,
GPA up,
GPA,
and
and
getting the
then
savings up.
yeah.
I think that's a done deal. That's good. That's good. That's good. So
Hmm.
when we get on the pod again, whenever the next time it is, or down the road, I'm gonna ask you how your goals going. Write them down. You gotta write them down. Writing goals
Oh
down.
yeah,
It's crucial.
100%. 100%.
Crucial, crucial, crucial. All right. Fantastic, Diesel. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been another fantastic episode of Uncle Strib. We will catch you guys next time. Deuces.